It's showtime.
Hey, welcome to Did You Watch Survivor Last Night, the only Survivor podcast for compassionate haters. My name's Jake Scheidel. Each week I ask my best friend, Thomas Paul, if he did indeed watch a certain reality show. Hey, Thomas, how's it going today?
Jake, I'm doing good. I'm so tired from all the football. There's so much football happening, and I'm watching all of it.
Football. Who's your guy this season? In all football.
In all football?
In all of football, you got one guy all season.
I'm rocking with Hudsonville native Isaac Tesla for the Detroit Lions. Local boy done good.
Well, I like that. Did you know he actually brings ice cream to the players before and every game?
yeah. He's rookies. Sometimes they make them have like dumb backpacks or whatever, or they fill their cars with popcorn. They're making him bring some delicious Hudsonville ice cream
from across the state
every single game.
That feels like
yeah, you can't find that anywhere in Elton, Michigan, other than in Hudsonville, famously.
If you want to get it fresh. Why don't they ever play in Grand
Rapids? It's only Hudsonville ice cream if it's from the Hudsonville region of Michigan.
That's so true. Why don't the Lions ever play in Grand Rapids? Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, I think it would be cool of them to do that.
Just for especially for the Hudsonville natives. Oh, we get to go see our guy, but don't have to travel across the state. That'd be nice. Derrick Rose, they do it all the time here for Derrick Rose, Chicago.
Yeah, why can't we do it here?
For, what was his name? What was your guy's name?
For Isaac Tesla.
Why can't they do that for Isaac? Play at Hudsonville High School football.
I'm sorry, I got so distracted by there being a football player named Colton.
Is it one of the problematic Coltons from reality TV?
Yes, it is. It's Colton from Survivor.
Oh, that's cool. It's cool that he turned to football late in his life.
Yeah.
Speaking of Survivor, Thomas, did you watch Survivor Tocantins, the Brazilian Highlands, last night?
Believe it or not, I did.
That's great. The episode we watched this week was, of course, the finale. It was called I Trust You, But I Trust Me More. Pretty good line.
That is a good line.
I like that. Who said that, and in what context? I was trying to keep an ear out for it, and I did not notice it.
It seems like a Fishbach thing.
Yeah. I could have seen JT saying it, though. I guess we'll never know. This, of course, aired on May 17th, 2009. How old would we have been? May 17th, 2009.
May the 17th be with you.
Thank you, and you as well. And with your spirit. Oh, fuck.
It's actually, I was going to say it's in with your spirit now.
I do that every time. They're going to know I'm not a Catholic anymore. Just kidding. You can't
right.
leave Catholicism.
Okay, so I would have been 17 years old.
And it was May 17th. What a coincidence.
Wow.
I would have been 18 years old, and by coincidence, the last episode received 12.18 million viewers. How many viewers do you think the finale received?
I'm going to say 13 million.
Ooh, can you try just a tad less hard?
12.9.
Okay, can you split the difference almost?
Okay, 12.94.
12.94 million viewers. Congratulations, you got it. As such, here's a celebratory bottle check. What is it called? Bottle check.
Popping bottles in the ice like a blizzard.
I almost called it bottle shot.
We're on our game tonight.
We usually record in the late morning, early afternoon, and now we're in the late afternoon.
Yeah, we've had way
early
too much
evening.
time.
It's usually the first task of the day, and I've done like 2 other things today. Sometimes I forget the name of the bottle check.
BYWSLN, real shit. We live for this.
This is called Fruve? I think it's Fruve is the brand.
What the fuck? Dude, I think that they're like inventing new... There's like a portal at convenience stores that just creates whole cloth a new fucked up energy drink every time you walk in.
I wish that were true. This one's orange grapefruit. It's got 21 minerals and vitamins. It's got the super healthy drink, 0 sugar, super water. Wow, super water.
Is it caffeinated or?
It feels to be. Oh, I was supposed to shake this.
Oops. No, the vitamins. You don't know they're all going to be in one place.
They're all going to be sedimented at the
distributed.
bottom. Okay, I'm just kind of stirring it like James Bond now. Okay, let me get those.
No,
vitamins.
he doesn't. He doesn't do that. You take that back. James Bond does
Well,
not.
maybe he should
shakes
fucking
it.
start.
He wants it shaken, not stirred.
Well, here's the issue, James. I already opened the can. Why doesn't anybody ever stick up to James Bond?
I think it would be really fun to order a martini stirred, not shaken.
I don't really know the difference. And the thing is, we have a poster on our kitchen wall that tells you a bunch of tips and tricks for your bar tending skills.
Have you shaken a cocktail before? Have you used a cocktail shaker?
Yeah, every time I try to put it up to my mouth.
Oh, all right. And then have you ever not used one and just stirred it together at one point?
Yeah, for sure.
That's the difference.
One takes more effort.
One of them uses a shaker and one of them doesn't. That's the
Okay,
difference.
but you can stir it in the shaker.
That would not be a shaken cocktail. It would be stirred.
Mm-hmm. Here's my thing. And then you're supposed to drink out of another thing. Like, I already have the thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They yell at you at the bar if you're like, no, I'll drink it out of
just drink it
that
out of
after
the
they
thing.
shake the cocktail.
I don't want to dirty multiple dishes, you know?
What if they gave you, like when you get a shake at some restaurants, they give the whole cocktail doesn't fit into the glass they gave you, so they give you the shaker with the rest of the cocktail in it, like the little tin cup with milkshakes you'll get?
Yeah, that would be really fun. I like when they do that at cocktail bars. It's like, did you not do the last step in creating a cocktail and like pouring it in an appropriate sized glass? That's part of it. That's part of the cocktail. That's what I always want to say to the server. And then I'm like, oh, it's not your fault. That's my take on cocktail bars.
This situation that you just made up, yeah, I agree.
That happens in real life. It's happened at least once or twice to me.
Okay.
They're like, oh, we couldn't fit it all in the glass. That's never happened to you?
Oops. They give it to you in a container that says, oops, we shaked too much. That was a joke for the two of us.
I really love that. Okay, when we lived in Meyer. Remember the grocery store? We used to live inside
when we
Meijer.
lived in Meyer. I was just saying that kids today probably don't loiter at Meyer the way that we did.
What else is there to do in West Michigan?
They all fucking stream now. They're all on the
You
internet.
can't even stream from fucking tech center at Meyer.
They're playing Fortnite. They're not going places.
Yeah, they're only going to the mall to play Fortnite these days. Okay, do you want to talk about what happens at the Forza Motorsport tribe?
Sure.
So they all had 5 after making it to the Final Four. The Forza 4.
The final Forza.
Yeah. Steven is on to JT's reasoning for his Aaron vote. Fair enough. And Aaron is the last Timbira. Remember Coach talking about this last week? This is kind of...
Yeah.
Aaron being the last Timbira is kind of last of the Mohican coded, wouldn't you say?
No, that's not true, because Coach has specifically said that he is the last of the Mohicans.
Well, he said he would be the last of the Mohican if he were the last Timbira, which he wasn't. Aaron's the last Timbira, making Aaron kind of last of the Mohican coded.
Okay, so Coach is more of a Magua figure, is what you're saying.
I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
It's good. Who directed it? Michael Mann.
Oh, I did know that, but I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. Taj and Steven discuss turning on JT and decide they just can't do that. What sway did JT have over these people all season?
They're just like, damn it, he's so nice. I can't win this game.
Then there's a big metal spider in tree mail. This was cool, right?
Yeah, sure.
Just in time for spooky season.
Yeah, Geoff was like, Halloween.
Knocking on the door. Then at the Immunity Challenge, there's a big net made to look like a spider with tunnels for its legs. And they have to collect puzzle pieces and then do a web-shaped puzzle. I liked this. This was a fun one.
That was fine.
I liked the big spider puzzle. Or not the puzzle, but the tunnel. The legs.
Yeah, the spider tunnel was cool.
What a surprise, JT wins this one. Back at camp, everybody congratulates JT, and now the plan is to take out Aaron. Aaron still tries, though. Were you convinced that Aaron was going to go at this point?
No. I thought there was a chance something else could happen.
JT tells Steven that as long as the two of them are good, he's happy. That's pretty nice, huh?
That is sweet. What a nice thing to say. Goals. They're goals.
They're besties' goals. At Tribal Council, when the jury sits down, they play a bird call when Coach sits down. Good bit.
Yes, I also noticed this. Great bit.
I love it, and I appreciate any time they do things like this. Even Geoff is like, you guys are all voting for Aaron, right? It's like, it seems pretty obvious. But then I remember, Taj did say last episode she was confident the three of them would make it to Final Tribal. Or Final
That's,
Three. And what's our rule?
Can't be doing that.
What's our rule with such a word?
You cannot be saying it.
Aaron gets 1 vote, Taj gets the other 3 votes. Horrible. Stupid. Bad. Hated it. Made me mad at my boys.
You know what? JT, just like Coach, never lied in the whole game, so.
I mean, is lying by omission even lying when you think about it?
It's true.
Like, when he was like, I knew you were going home, but I couldn't vote for you. That's flimsy. I don't like that. That's my take on the situation.
I think that was for an audience of 1. That was for Coach.
Well, every answer they gave Coach was an audience for 1. They're sad at the camp because they had to vote out Taj. You could have not. It was all within your power to not vote for Taj. JT regrets voting out Taj and after realizing how annoying Aaron is. Like, I don't feel bad for you at this point.
This was great. I really enjoyed them both being like, oh man, I gotta listen to this shit now.
Like, you've been living with her for weeks now. Did you not think that this would happen?
I think it's buyer's remorse. It makes the buyer's remorse worse.
Whatever. Aaron thinks that she's going to be able to break up JT and Steven. Nope. Like, good luck, lady. That's never happening.
Yeah, that would be the first time a woman has ever broken up 2 best friends. Never happened, never gonna happen.
Never gonna happen. Then JT assures Steven that he's taking him to the final 2, and Steven does the same. It's nice. It's nice to see boys be nice to each other.
It is nice to see boys be nice to each other. You know what? It happens. Male friendship, it's real.
Male friendship is real. And they do shit like this. Go on Survivor and win together. They do rites of passage. Did you watch any of this?
I watched all of it.
Oh, well, nice. Steven says it'll be nice to revisit everything and see the dragons they slayed, to coin a phrase.
To coin a phrase. I really enjoyed Steven was cooking.
He really was.
Throughout this whole thing.
It was a great season for Steven. Season Fishbach, you might say. Or maybe not, I guess.
You might say it.
Tyson says...
You did, I might.
Yeah. You could, if you wanted. You're allowed to say it.
Oh, okay. Thank you for giving me permission.
Yeah, anytime you want to say it. Season Fishbach, as a reminder, if you wanted to say that later. Tyson says he was overconfident and that the more pathetic you act and look, the further you'll get in this game.
The editing team really came through on this one because right when he said the more pathetic you acted and looked, it was him naked holding that barrel.
Yeah, because he looked good and confident, and that was good, and everyone liked it. I just want to say, keep this in mind. Keep this line in mind for our friend Tyson.
Okay.
Then they get up to Little Debbie's torch, and you know what they said? When they saw
What did they say?
When they saw her torch, they said, "Little Debbie." So,
yeah, that's
confirmed listeners, I think.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, what do you think? What do you think each of their favorite Little Debbie is?
Probably the Little Debbie they played Survivor with.
I'm gonna say JT, Nutty Bars, Fishbach,
Is this a
oatmeal
different game
cream
than
pie,
last week?
Aaron. I'm saying what their favorite are.
Yeah, it's not the one
Steven,
represents
oatmeal
them.
cream pie. Aaron, zebra cakes.
Here's something we never covered. What zebra cake do you think most represents you? What do you feel represents you in a zebra cake? In a Little Debbie. Mine is zebra cake, obviously.
Oh, okay. Most represents me.
I just say that because it's my
Boy.
favorite.
Probably honey bun.
Nice. You and Taj. You're like peas in a pod, but honey buns. Do honey buns come one or two in a pack? Probably one, right?
They come one, I think.
Yeah, probably for the best. Final immunity challenge is Samotion.
Oh, you didn't talk about when they went to coach for the.
Oh yeah, what did they say about Coach?
Steven said, "Coach, I just think it's very impressive that he was able to make it through this game, never telling a lie,
Yeah.
like not being completely honest." I think JT's he's the most honest person I've ever met.
Yeah.
When they went through that, but yeah,
I love it.
Steven cooking. You could say he's having a seasoned Fishbach.
There we go. Thank you.
To coin a phrase.
So final immunity challenge is Samotion. Pretty good.
Yeah, I was excited. I pumped my fist. I went, let's go. I was very excited to see it. They always have such a dramatic, reveal of it, too. Like the pans and stuff, showing it on the beach. It's always nice.
Yeah, I like that. Here's my hot take on Samotion. I don't think it would be that hard.
I would have no problem. I would simply win at Samotion. It would be easy for me.
It's easy. You just left, right.
Don't let one drop. Yeah, you don't let it drop. What's so hard about that?
When you put the left one in, you put your hand under the right one. When you put the right one in, you put your hand under the left one. Just keep doing that.
That's what it's all about.
Aaron doesn't figure that out. Steven takes too long to transfer one of the balls, and he loses the one that comes out of the other chute. Steven, come on. This is your season, Fishbach. So JT wins. I'm not mad, I guess. Because, if JT wins, it kind of feels like I win. So that's good.
He is me. Yeah, we are all JT. We are all Jet.
JT, more like J-Me. More like J-Maya, remember her?
J Maya.
JT and J-Maya, could they be on a season together? Just Jays?
Yeah.
We could get Just Joey on there, too.
That's right. That's two J's.
Yeah. So they congratulate JT on that one. Aaron tells Steven not to touch his beard, and she'll take care of it after the game. This is another problem with the 26-day game. We don't get the beards to grow out enough, and everybody start looking island hot. Nobody's island hot.
We don't get
in
the
the new
beards
era.
to grown enough.
We like the grown beards. We like the jauntiness of the people after 40 days. 26. Your body's just starting to eat itself.
Having a breakfast, enjoying the optimistic meal together in the final 2 or 3.
Yeah. Barely even get that now. Aaron tells JT she's not going to get any jury votes, so he might as well take her. She tells Steven that he promised to take her to final tribal council had he won. Obvious lie. Aaron, stop it. Whatever.
Or is it?
Well,
I mean, it is, but...
JT and Steven finally reconnect, and Steven denies promising taking Aaron to the final tribal. Yes, of course. Steven doesn't...
Steven handled this well. He did a good job of just being like, you don't got to worry about that.
Yeah. Steven doesn't think JT will betray him. Steven says he knew JT was winning since they started their partnership. Pretty good.
Oh, yeah, maybe you should have tried to get him out.
No. At Tribal Council, Coach wears a fantastic t-shirt that says Sharks Cove. I want that shirt.
Yes.
Steven talks about a long-term commitment and their long-standing friendship and relationship. There's a lot of words used there, Mr. Fishbach.
Friendship, relationship.
Commitment. JT says bringing Steven to the end is bringing the best, which obviously wins Coach's vote. And Steven points out that they talked about Day 39 breakfast and made promises to each other. You can't go back on that.
No, you can't. I did like Geoff. Geoff was being pretty catty this entire travel. Is like, oh yeah, sure. No, I mean, if you want to sacrifice all of that for your 39-day friend,
It was so
to have a
good.
breakfast with him for $1 million, it was great. This is
So
what I
funny.
want from
He
Geoff.
was so good this whole season. I think Coach really brought it out of him. That's probably why they brought him back for
Yes.
50. Like, we want Geoff on his A1 game. So Aaron is voted out with the one and only vote. Classic Survivor. So then they go to the final day. Forza Motorsport, JT calls it a beautiful morning and says it's perfect because Steven's there with me. Pretty cute, huh?
How wonderful.
Steven calls it very satisfying to have JT with him. Then they have a feast for a breakfast. They really put the feast in breakfast, huh?
That's right. And breakfast. That did look good. That was a nice looking spread.
They pop some bubbly, and Steven calls it a perfect ending. JT says he's changed for the better. This was one edit away from being the gayest season of all time.
Yeah. This relationship's really transformed me in a lot of ways, you could say.
I'm better off because of this man. We've made
I feel like I've
long-term
come
commitment
out
to
of
each
my
other.
shell.
Speaking of shells, you want to talk about these wildlife shots?
Sure.
We had spiders, we had fox, we had flies, we had snake, we had birds, including an owl and that toucan from the bikini energy drink you like. What's it called? Monster Creep?
Oh yeah, the toucan. That is of course Monster Paradise.
Telling me.
Yeah, that's
Taking ladies' bikinis off.
yeah, he's a fucking look, I have a lot of problems with the toucan, okay? The toucan is no friend of mine, but I do love the Monster Ultra Zero Paradise.
Interesting. We also got the roseate spoonbill. You recognize these guys? Because I did.
I don't know if I'm familiar. A spoonbill.
Have you ever played a game called Wingspan?
Oh, yep. Yeah, no, I know these
This
guys.
is a big game, big point getter in the game Wingspan, I believe.
Yeah. Spoonbill, come together with your hill.
This is a tall pink bird with a nose that looks like a spoon. I guess a beak that looks like a spoon. They're not noses. They are how tall?
How tall? I mean, I am cheating a little by looking at this picture. These guys look pretty tall. I'm going to say they're 2 feet tall.
Close enough, 28 to 34 inches.
Yeah.
What is their wingspan? Speaking of wingspan.
I'll say 70 inches.
47 to 52 inches.
Okay, so I was a little too much there. I thought it would be bigger, but whatever.
Yeah, I was surprised it was, I mean, it's still like almost twice how tall they are, but it still feels like birds like this usually have wider wingspans. What do they weigh?
I'm going to say that they weigh, I'll say 4 to 7 pounds. 4 pounds?
2.6 to 4 pounds. And why are they pink?
I'm assuming it's some sort of like algae related thing or like something in the water. It's like flamingos.
The exact same reason as flamingos, their diet. What do they eat?
Do they eat like algae or krill or something?
Both of the above. Fish, insects, aquatic plants, frogs, and newts. Where can you find this bird in the world?
Well, South America probably.
Yep. In parts of...
I'll say South and Central America.
Yes. You can also find them in parts of Texas and Florida, though it has been seen as far north as New Hampshire.
Okay.
What do they use the spoonbill for? And if you talk about your fucking grunge again, I'm going to hang up.
You don't want me to talk about Soundgarden anymore?
Yeah.
Now listen, this guy, He makes music by clanking spoons
I
together.
am aware. I was around in the 90s. I know who the Spoon Man is.
So he comes together with his hand.
Yeah, that's great. You know who else comes together with his hand? Fucking a lot of dudes who were around in the 90s, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, this bird is doing it to feel the rhythm in its beak and to steal the rhythm while it can. No, I'm gonna say that it's to like dig stuff out, like food and stuff out of the like water and out of sand and stuff like that.
I'll give you a 96% on that answer. They use it to swipe through water and mud for their food, not sand.
So by saying sand,
Yeah, you were so close.
I didn't get full credit for that one. Okay.
Where do they rank on the famous IUCN Red List?
I'll say least concern.
You would be correct. Plume hunting in the 18th and 19th centuries almost drove the roseate spoonbill to extinction. However, it is currently considered not threatened.
Oh, that's good.
Final tribal council. Steven says it's hard to compare himself to JT and talks about how much of a pair they were. And then he talks about growth. Bad opening statement from Steven, I think.
Yeah, the thing is, like, it's funny. I think that all of the points he make, one, he was in. I think this is the most arms tied behind your back final tribal I've ever seen somebody in, because literally you couldn't really contrast yourself with JT because everybody. There's a point in the reunion where they were asking him about this, and he was like, "Oh yeah, well, that question. I felt like Debbie was looking for a certain answer." And it was a tough question. I kind of expected that. But, of course, that was following her question to JT. Why are you the most perfect person alive? So, like, that was the tenor of all of these. Like, JT, I love you. You're the greatest person I've ever met. Steven, you're a weak little piece of shit. Why should I vote for you? And it's like, I think that the growth thing is a narrative that would work in modern Survivor seasons.
Yeah. Season Fishbach was ahead of his time.
And the other thing that kills me about this is, like, Steven was... like, very obviously played a good social game, but Steven won in individual immunity. I think JT mentioned that at one point during this. Like, he was not a weak player. He generally did reasonably well in challenges. Like, he was not dominating.
He wasn't
but he was
like
a
JT,
competitive... He's not perfect like JT, but he was a competitive enough physical player, and he was a really talented social player. But in this game, it's one of those... Look, there are two types of really skewed... final tribals you're going to get, not including just straight up bitter ones, which this was not. But one is where they treat being good at physical challenges like it's cheating, and two, where they treat playing a nuanced social game like it's cheating. And this was the latter.
Yeah, I hear you. JT then brags about graduating college. Like, okay, smart guy. Call him JT Mari. And then
he's like, I'm so smart. He's like, I'm actually the real smarty, not this guy who went to Yale or whatever.
Oh yeah, that was a good jab also. He also brags about never receiving a vote all season.
I mean, that's it right there though, right? I mean, like that's
good.
It's over at that point.
Everybody loves Steven.
The rest of this was just for people to punch Steven for no reason.
Well, because he's a nerd and he deserves to be bullied, even though he's 30 years old.
Stupid nerd, and according to by far the least respected member of the jury, he's the weakest player there was there. It was so funny to hear that from Sierra. It's like, who gives a shit what you think?
Yeah, right. Okay, then JT says about Steven, everyone loves Steven. I love him too. Anything to say about that?
Yeah, that's I'm actually like a Gaylor or a Larry, but for Steven and JT.
Okay, I'm a JT-ven.
There
we go. I actually don't buy the Taylor Travis engagement because Taylor Swift is actually gay, so why would she marry a man?
Have you ever heard of arranged relationships like in old Hollywood?
Yes, this is that.
You guys just believe you've never heard of a beard before?
Yeah, I've heard of it. Be real. Okay. So then Friendin is wearing a Tiananmen Square shirt. This was interesting. This was an interesting choice.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know what to say about that other than interesting shirt. Speaking of Taylor Swift, similar initials.
Yeah, good point.
He asks.
I would have been a real shame if we, didn't bring that up.
He asks what game is about growth, and Steven goes, Survivor.
It's a good question. Yeah, this is not football. JT seemed to think it was football.
What if it was football?
Also,
though?
there's lots of growth in sports.
Yeah.
What are we talking about here?
Yeah. Growth is one of the biggest parts of T-ball. Sorry. Growth is one of the biggest parts of Little League. I guess would have been a better joke. T-ball, you're pretty small, and then you graduate to Little League.
And then you grow. You grow and you're too tall to hit it
and
off
you're too tall for the T. So Little League. Because you're in Little League for more years than T-ball, I think. I'm guessing. But I guess you can play T-ball at any age, huh? Just need a T that's tall enough. Is that what the Boston Tea
Much
Party
to think
was?
about. Okay, we can't keep talking about this.
JT says growth is irrelevant. Sounds like a short king. JT says someone who put his neck on the line should be respected more than someone who stays in the shadows. JT was fucking throwing hammers at this man.
Yeah, this is so. But then anytime that Steven would try to say anything, people would be like, I can't believe that you said that about JT.
Our good friend JT, who we all love. How dare you? Aaron asks about how all the alliances are on the jury. And so Steven gives some answer. I don't know. I didn't write it down. Aaron asks JT why Steven was the best. And he says because he's always there and he's always got his back. It's nice. These two are besties, and that's
nice.
good. They won $1.2 million together, and that's nice. Little Debbie tells them her vote is up for grabs and asks JT about honesty. JT tells them that he knows everyone lies, so he was going to lie too. This is a good answer.
Which is extremely funny. It is a good answer, but it's also really funny that if Steven is like, yeah, I had to lie sometimes, it's like, you piece of shit. But when JT does it, it's like, God, he's so honest. Yeah. It's so refreshing to hear someone say this. It really is like a flirting versus harassment jury thing.
Honestly, JT asks, Little Debbie asks Steven if he had won, would JT be sitting next to him? This was it. This was the camel that broke the straw's back for the jury.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that this is the thing is I think everybody already had their minds made up on this one.
Even the people who are like, my vote's up for grabs. No, it's not. You're voting for JT, and we all know it.
Yeah. But it's also the him being like, truthfully, I don't know because I didn't have to make that decision. I think that's a sufficient answer for me. But Debbie was like, no. This is another thing with this tribal. JT's allowed to say whatever he wants. He answers that, and it's like, no. You have to say.
Yeah, so he admits it would be Aaron. I don't think it would.
He got badgered into saying that. I think the point that he was going to make was I didn't have time to sit with it.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I had time to sit with it, I would hope that I would go with JT. But I think it's also
Thomas,
reasonable to be I would be.
We haven't been talking about JT enough. That's enough talking about Steven. Thank you.
I'm so sorry. I was about to say that he would be tempted to take Aaron, but that's
of course.
All right, back to JT. Back to JT.
Well, actually, back to Coach. Coach says one man sharpens another. Okay, Coach.
This is another. Coach knows what's going on with those two, right?
Obviously. He set it all up.
He was around.
He asks about integrity and being ferocious on the battlefield like a noble warrior. Oh, and then now we get to talk about JT again. JT sucks up to him and throws Steven under the bus, saying they all just found out that Steven wasn't true to the Warrior Alliance. He was the most true to it.
It was it's so funny. Like, honestly, credit to JT for doing this because he knew he could get away with anything. And so it was nice of him to play up being like, oh, gee, shucks.
Yeah.
But I did like in the reunion, there was a point where they asked him about the Debbie thing. And it was like, at the time you were like, you had your head down and you were all sad. He's like, oh, yeah, no, I was playing that up. He's like, I knew Steven would have. He's like, me going with Steven is different than Steven going with me. He's like, I knew that.
Yeah. He's very self-aware, and I think that's what won him the game.
I think he literally says, like, nobody voted. I didn't get a single vote in the game. Like, he would be crazy not to think about taking someone other than me.
He asks Steven the same question and says he successfully voted out everyone and says, I haven't said anything negative about JT. He was starting to get mad.
It's true. Yeah, well, he was annoyed because he was trying to take the high road and actually make a case for himself, and everyone was like, you're a stupid piece of shit, you dumb little twink, I fucking hate you, I can't believe that you would dare to sit here with JT, and then when he's like, look, I mean, I don't know why I'm a piece of shit, like, obviously we both had to lie to people, we were in the same alliance, and then it's like, I can't believe that you would dare to throw stones at JT. Like, there is no winning here. There's no winning.
And they made sure of that.
It was, I mean, Steven didn't really have the case to win in the first place, but he wasn't allowed to make one to even get votes, basically.
Sierra calls Steven a sweetheart and asks JT why he brought 2 weaklings over Taj. And he says, Steven is strong, actually.
If Taj is so fucking strong, why didn't she have the votes to stay past then? Huh? Like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, good point. Tyson asks JT if Steven was an asset to getting him to the end, and JT says, I could have done it alone. Interesting.
That's absolutely not true. I think that this did actually hurt Steven's feelings.
Yeah, of course.
The thing is, like, Steven was very good at helping. I mean, maybe JT just knew that he had plot armor for the entire season, that this was the JT season, and that nothing would have changed it.
Yeah, despite it being called Season Fishbach. Season
Fishbach. Season was doing a lot of maneuvering for him, and I think that he did a lot to keep any heat off of his name. I think he had a big hand in him not getting any votes. So it's like, I mean, the whole alliance that they had with Taj would never have come together without Steven.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah. They were gunning for each other if it were not for Steven.
Yep.
Steven says they had a unique relationship. That's how people were still describing being gay in 2009.
It's true, yeah. He's a good friend.
On Facebook, unique relationship with... it hurts him that JT would devalue it. This was really affecting.
Yeah, they worked really well together. Like, they were a partnership.
100%.
Which is also, they were a civil union, but let's not go so far as saying they were a marriage, but, as a compromise, they were a civil union.
And which one is the lady and which one is the man between them, do you think?
That's a great question. Well, I think we know. We know who the twink is and who the who the daddy is.
Oh yeah. Taj tells them she felt betrayed and asks them if it was hard to vote her out. Obviously, she asks Steven asks if she was that much of a threat, and he says JT had been targeting her earlier in the game, which is true actually. Steven tries to throw JT under the bus about the idol, and he immediately refutes it and says, is this the same guy I brought with me? He didn't need to brutalize him like this.
Ridiculous. Also, won. It was also true. Like,
yeah. He tells JT he never made the decision in his heart about Aaron. I love this even after they did all of the, questioning. He still turned to JT and was like, bro... between us, I would never have done that.
I just got badgered about this. I was not in the position to make that decision.
And did you notice when they came back from commercial, Steven was rubbing JT's back? Comforting him? I'm sorry we went through that. I love it. They vote. Geoff and Sierra share a quiet laugh when Coach walks past. That was funny. Geoff tallies the votes and just then walks into the theater at New York. Sucks.
Yeah, I was like, oh boy, what kind of pan are they going to do? And it's like, nah, stupid one.
Dumb bullshit.
One that sucks.
Yeah. I don't know when the next season he's going to do a fun one is. Hopefully 50.
JT is wearing a polo shirt with a blazer over it.
Geoff looks over the audience and goes, "Good live audience tonight." And then someone yells, "Love you!" And he turns around and goes, "I love you." Like Michael McConaughey. What's his name? Matthew McConaughey.
I love you.
Yeah.
Think about it, these Survivor audiences.
Like, he was
I
definitely...
get older, they say the same age.
Survivor contestants.
Yeah.
They all voted for JT, but big surprise.
You only see 4 of them, but I think everybody knew what the deal was there. Steven knew he was not going to win. Yeah. There was no point where it seemed like he had any doubt in his mind he was going to get second place.
And that's fine. He gets $100,000 for that, and that's not bad money.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's better than not getting $100,000.
Very true. Geoff told Coach at the reunion they hate Richard Hatch too, so you're in good company. I don't know if looking back that was the best thing to say.
Yeah, interesting that he would compare the two of them. Why is that?
Geoff tries to give JT his tooth back, and he says, "Give it to my mom." And then Geoff also says there's a whole row of women in the front who want it. Why? I've never been horny enough for a person that I want their tooth.
Yeah, what are you going to do with that tooth?
I can only think of one time that happened, and it's a very sad story, actually. But also related to reality TV, so think about that. Geoff also...
Oh, sorry, another name update. I mentioned there was a QB named Colton earlier. A guy could just caught a ball for Iowa whose last name is Large. His name is apparently Hayden Large.
Pretty good stuff.
He's a big guy, too, so...
Geoff puts up a picture of Taj's group SWV and points out the wrong woman as Taj.
Wrong person. To be fair, maybe he has face blindness, and 2 of them were wearing sunglasses, so...
Feels like really simple information to give to the host of the show. Coach refused Geoff's offer to give him a lie detector test and tells them that he actually did it himself to blindside Geoff. Then he gives him a sealed
This was
envelope.
a fun moment. I absolutely do not believe.
What?
I still don't believe him. There's a reason that these are not admissible in court, and I also don't believe that he actually took a lie detector test. I did like Geoff being like, he's got the info on the front of this and everything, and I will be calling it after the show is over.
Geoff reads it, but he also only reads the questions and Coach's responses, not the actual results. This is like, even if he did take a lie detector test, we don't even know.
I thought he did read the results. I thought he did say that it was confirmed.
I don't think he mentioned that. I think he just said, Coach said yes. And then they moved on. Though Coach did say he's also got a videotape of it if they want to see that. Geoff loves Coach. He has so much fun with this man. He asks Coach's lady friend if the Dragon Slayer makes an appearance in the bedroom.
Ew. Gross, Geoff.
Why would you ask someone that? JT also wins audience favorite. Any other notes from the reunion?
I don't think that the winner should qualify for audience favorite. I think that should only go to... Because don't you also get money for that?
Yes, you get as much money as the second place person does.
That's both. Like, okay, you should not be able to double dip there.
I agree. So, Thomas, we saw the culmination of Survivor's best friends story culminate this week. So can you tell us the name of today's quotes?
So nasty that it's probably somewhat of a travesty having me. Then he told the people you could call me your majesty.
Which Disney pair are you and your bestie to use in a pod? Oh, this is going to be real.
Oh, no.
It's going to be a test.
This is from May 28th to 2020 by Lemon Lover 2020. 11,560 points. Wow, what a year for this community contributor. Approved and edited by the BuzzFeed community team. Firstly, choose a Disney film to watch. Frozen, Monsters, Inc., Toy Story, Cinderella. I'm going to pick Monsters, Inc.
I am too. If it was Toy Story 2, I would maybe pick that. But...
Interesting. I do enjoy the original Toy Story, but I think I like Monsters, Inc. more. And that's actually a Pixar movie.
Yeah, Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski. Speaking of Survivor, Mike White is a player from Survivor. Maybe you remember him.
Yeah, Mike White.
Thank you. How would you describe you and your bestie's relationship? Goofy, opposites, quirky, a team.
We're a damn
I think we're a
team.
team. I'm looking at our fucking Academy Award from 2009. Speaking of 2009, right
That's
here.
right. We high-fived when we accepted it on stage, and that's just the kind of team we are.
That's right. If you could be a Disney princess, which one would it be? Tiana, Snow White, Belle, Mulan? What was Snow White's deal?
Yeah, I mean, how much do you like sleeping?
I don't hate it. What was Belle's deal? Is that Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah, Belle, you like to. You're a
like to
nerd who
sing.
likes to read a lot.
I don't hate reading, and I don't hate sleeping. Tiana wants to open a restaurant. I mean, I like restaurants. I did actually tweet today I should open a restaurant. And Mulan,
Are you going to pretend to be a woman? That seems...
feels a little... No, I want to be Tiana. I want to open a restaurant.
Yeah.
I was going to say it's
I'll go-
inappropriate to dress as a woman, but I guess it's not if you're doing drag or just if you want to do that. But
I'll go Snow White just because I think it would be pretty dope to get a really long, restful sleep and then somebody kisses you to wake you up.
not
That's pretty
bad.
Cool.
Not bad. And they're cute and charming
Yeah.
even. That's Prince Charming, right?
Yeah, speaking of flirting versus harassment, I can go one way or it can go another way depending on who's doing the kissing.
Choose an animal. We've got a corgi, we've got a hamster, we've got a fox, we've got a parrot. I'm picking the fox.
I am also picking the fox.
Pick a country to live in. Egypt, America, Spain, England. Who's listening to this podcast?
Spain. I'm picking America. Love it or leave it. And I'm not leaving it.
Right. That's what, like, I want to. So if I feel like if I say I want to live elsewhere, we might get the wrong kind of listener. You know. Let's go America is what I'm saying.
Yeah. USA, USA,
I support
USA.
the American project. The American
When it comes
experiment.
crashing down and it hurts inside.
That's amore. And lastly, choose a Disney song. I just can't wait to be king from Lion King. Let It Go from Frozen. No. Kiss the Girl from Little Mermaid. Okay. Or I'll Make a Man Out of You from Mulan. Good karaoke
Obviously,
song.
I'm picking I'll Make a Man Out of You.
I think of all of those songs, that one is the best.
Yeah, that's the only Disney karaoke song where I don't get annoyed when people pick it. It's a great karaoke song.
All right. I got you and your best friend are the best of friends. You do everything together and you love each other no matter what. Buzz Lightyear and Woody. Were they friends?
I also got Buzz Lightyear and Woody. Yeah, they were friends by the end of that movie. They were good friends.
Despite us watching Monsters, Inc., why aren't we Mike Wazowski and Sully, the pilot?
Yeah, I mean, they're a little more neurotic maybe, but yeah, I think that this is acceptable, but that would also be acceptable.
That's fair. Okay, so pretty good quotes quiz. Thomas, what's your social media?
You can follow me at tom.tom.bsky.social or at tom.tom on X to Everything app. It's football season now. I will be talking about football. Hope you like hearing about Michigan football, idiot, also the Detroit Lions.
Okay. The show's on YouTube at the Compassionate Haters Survivor podcast. That's this one here. Thank you for listening. I guess that's usually your job, but I said it just now. We forgot to update last week's poll, or 2 weeks ago poll, which was who's a better coach or Eddie George? Who do you think won?
I'm going to say that Eddie George probably won.
You would be correct. 86% of people said Eddie George.
Which, Coach doesn't have a locker room cat, so...
Yeah, Eddie George has a locker room cat.
Everyone do yourself a favor. Eddie George is the coach for Bowling Green's football team. Go look up, it's Pudge, right? Pudge the cat.
Pudge the cat, yeah, not to be confused with
He's
Pudge
a very cute
Rodriguez.
cat, and he has Taj's seal of approval, because in an interview, Eddie George said that he is allergic to cats, so they tend to, respect each other's space, but that his wife is a fan.
That's great. Nobody's actually allergic to cats. Tell that to your roommate. You just don't know how to breathe right. Breathe right.
Skill issue.
Yeah. Okay, so last week, of course, we tried to hand it over to the fans to vote for the next simulated season we're doing. And Did they come through? What do you think?
No, nobody got an I voted sticker.
I didn't send out any I voted stickers. But
All right, sorry. Another name update in
Okay,
this game.
please.
There's a guy named Jackson with an X, Rex Roth.
that's a really good
R-E-X
name.
R-O-T-H. Jackson Rex Roth.
People are just naming their kids after their Dungeons and Dragons characters. It sounds like.
Yeah. That's one of the like D&D novels. You know, he hangs out with Drizzt.
We had a new player be introduced to our Avatar game this week, and he asked me what my character's name was. I said Sebastian. He goes, "Oh, you didn't pick a name from the book?"
No,
like I'm a fucking
what?
nerd. No, I named it after this guy who was on Survivor who was funny, and that's what he looks like too. Anyway, the winning simulated season with 50% of the votes was all presidents. So,
Oh, I love it.
congratulations on that one. To vote, what can people vote on this coming week?
We'll say
Actually, we're not doing a poll this week
no poll.
because
You're getting a timeout.
none of you voted in the polls, and
You're getting a timeout.
none of you, but I know 75% of the people who voted by blood and or marriage. Yeah. So that feels like not enough. So polls are suspended for a week. You can subscribe to the show at youtube.com/@officialhatersurvivor podcast. If you want to give us money, it's at patreon.com/justpodcasts. What show did you want to shout out this week, Thomas?
I will shout out Hope and Change because we were making a bunch of Obama jokes, and he is the co-host of that one. So
We just got to get the money to get to him, and then he will hop on a Zoom with us. Or what do they do? Nationwide? What's the thing called that people do on podcasts now? Riverside.
What's the what? Riverside.
Riverside
Okay,
is
yeah.
the program a lot of podcasters use. Not us. We're old school. We use just a regular phone and editing. So put that in your book and smoke it.
That's right. I know you love smoking cigarettes, Obama.
Yeah, Obama.
How about you smoke that?
Yeah, how about you smoke a book that we wrote? Did you want to thank the fans?
I would love to thank the listeners and subscribers. Thank you for listening and subscribing.
Perfect. All right. Oh, wait. Did you leave a boilerplate review for us?
Oh, no. So, ha ha ha, very funny, smiley face, or just smiley face for YouTube. And for Apple or Spotify, this is my favorite podcast. I like it better than all of the other podcasts. I give it a big thumbs up.
We got a comment last week that said, ha ha ha, very funny smiley face. And then they replied to their own comment, said, okay, I commented before finishing the up. Bad form, I know, but I promise to never idge bowl in the comments. Scout's honor.
Oh, so nice. Thank you.
Happy you didn't write idge bowl on the comments. I would hate.
More people should follow suit, I think.
I would hate if everybody wrote idge bowl in our comments and instead of ha ha ha, very funny smiley face. Please don't write idge bowl in the comments.
Please don't.
We would hate if everyone commented on our shit. Okay, we'll be back next week with Survivor All Presidents. So tune in for that one. It's going to be fun. Have a great summer.
Deuces.
Lines form on my face and hands. Lines form from the ups and downs. I'm in the middle.
Oh, interesting that you call me back, homophobe. You got so offended by the idea of JT and Steven together that you hung up on me.
Yeah, I was like, I can't believe such a thing would be allowed to happen in 2009 before President Obama became president. Or
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I think no, not before, but I
Just
think
barely.
he only just got he hadn't fixed everything yet.
he hadn't
But,
fully evolved on the state of gay marriage yet.
You thought that the abomination of Obama's nation was gay people. That's what I hear.
That is what I said actually in that song.
And you know what? I think that is a pretty bad way to start a conversation.
What did you think of?
Anyway, I'm a JTven.
Yeah.
that was the thing I was saying. I'm a JT. It's like a Gaylor or a Larry. I'm a JTven.
Always know what I'm talking about. Feels like I'm living in the middle of doubt. 'Cause I'm 18.
I saw a picture this week of Vince Carter, Michael Jordan, and Mewtwo together. Is that real?
Yeah, that's real.
You've seen that before?
Yeah, Mewtwo hung out with them.
That's not cool. That's really cool that he did that. Mewtwo, cool guy or not cool guy?
I think pretty cool, actually.
Probably one of my favorites, actually. It was really powerful, and I thought that was cool.
Yeah, but power is cool. I think we can all agree.
No one Mewtwo should have all that power. No one Mew should have all that power. And that's why we came up with Mewtwo.
They said Mewtwo was the abomination of Obama's nation. That's a pretty bad way to start a conversation.
It's good.
Smarten up, probes.
One guy, big Mo, two guys, little bitty Mo, three guys, four-eyed Mo, four guys, no Mo, five guys, eat Mo, five little guys named.
Ooh, Thomas. You want to remember Five Guys?
Let's do it.
This is, of course, Survivor Sports News, pop culture, and which, and is there a theme, and can you find the theme? First up is Felix Hernandez.
Felix Hernandez is, I believe, King Felix, right? He was a pitcher for the Seattle Mariners.
That is correct. From 2005 to 2019. Up next is Jeremy Collins.
Jeremy Collins, of course, winner of Survivor Second Chance, and my favorite all-time player.
He has been in 3 other seasons, 2 of which are Survivor-related, that we've covered on this show.
Which is what? Blood versus Water and Survivor. He was in Survivor Winners at War, right?
And the 4th show he was on.
He was on The Traitors.
That's right. This year. Easy to forget. Okay, up next, Pete Weber.
Is he the bowling guy?
He is the bowling guy.
Is that the Who Do You Think You Are I Am guy?
That is indeed who that is. He's been a Pro Bowler since 1978 with 37 PBA Tour titles.
He is who I think he was.
Exactly. Our 4th guy is James Thomas.
James is... Oh, yeah. Is that James from Survivor China?
Nope.
Okay.
He is from Survivor, though.
It's not ringing a bell. I only know one Survivor James.
You might know him by his nickname JT.
Oh, okay.
Or often also called Jet.
Yes, Jet. My good buddy Jet.
From,
of course, Survivor Tocantins, and also from Heroes vs. Villains, I believe.
And don't forget, he was also on Game Changers. And finally, our 5th guy, Cy Young.
Cy Young was a pitcher in the major leagues at back when they all had like handlebar mustaches and the game was old.
Yes, indeed. He was, of course, from 1890 to 1898, he was a part of the Cleveland Spiders. Then from 1899 to 1900, he was on the St. Louis Perfectos / Cardinals. Apparently they changed their name mid-season.
What a terrible name change.
Right?
The Perfectos is so much better.
Then he went from 1901 to 1908, including 1 season as manager in 1907. He was on the Boston Americans / Red Sox. Again, I don't know. Red Sox, I think, is better than Americans, actually.
Yeah, it's better.
He did then move to an even betterly named team, the Cleveland Naps. 1909 to 1911.
I could go for one of those Cleveland Naps right about now.
Tell me about
Am I
it.
right, folks?
And then he went on to the Boston Rustlers to finish out his career in 1911.
Is he still the all-time wins leader for pitchers? I think he is.
He might be.
They named the pitching award, the award for best starting pitcher is named after him.
Yeah. He has some other accomplishments as well in baseball. Hint, hint. Something he shares with Felix Hernandez. Something JT also did in the game of Survivor Tocantins.
Oh, are these all people that had perfect games?
These are all people who have played a perfect game. Pete Weber, 85 times as of 2018. JT only
that makes
once.
sense.
The rest of them only
JT
once.
once.
Jeremy once.
Yeah, Felix Hernandez only once. Cy Young, I don't know how many times.
Maybe 3. I didn't look that closely. Anyway, yeah, perfect game. So pretty good theme, huh?
Yeah, that is actually a very creative theme.
Thank you. Did you just hang up on me?
No.